Hi and welcome to shoulder impingement training. We will always do one exercise against shoulder impingement, and then I'm going to read from here something about the Amygdala, and I try to learn all what is written here, and try to be at the end able to explain it, also how we end in after the end, the next day to be able to explain it, and participating in exercises is at 100 squares of vertigo. Now let's start the first exercise. I've said these three things. So we're just doing shoulder circuits. We're going back with shoulders, up with shoulders, in front and down. Just forward shoulder circles, just a good walk. And one last time. And now we're changing the direction of the circles. So now forward shoulder circles, we're going in front, up, back and down. And we are directly going on with this first exercise, after a warm-up exercise. Now we're having long arms, now bending the elbow, we're making the hands to fists, and we're going back as far as we can with the scapulars. Now we're trying to come further back with the scapulars, while we're lifting the scapulars or the shoulders high up. Now try to lift the shoulders higher up while you move them in front. Now try to bring the shoulders further in front while you bring them down. And now try to bring the shoulders further down while you bring them back. Now lift the shoulders up while you stay trying to bring them further back. Now bring them in front, and we're switching direction. Try to come higher up while we bring the shoulders back. Do this all with effort. Bring the shoulders further back while you bring them down, and try to bring the shoulders further down while you bring them in front. Try to bring them further in front while you lift the shoulders up. Now try to lift them even higher up while you bring the shoulders back. And last round, try to bring the shoulders further back while you bring them down, and try to bring the shoulders further down while you bring them in front. And we're done with the first exercise. Now to the Amygdala. The Amygdala is in the brain of humans. In the brain of humans, the brain is inside of our head. In the brain, there's the Amygdala. Let's go on with the next exercise. There's not so much. Now the legs are standing wide apart. We're going a bit into the knees. We are hinging forward and we're letting the arms sink. And now we're pressing the scapulars together. And we're doing that with effort, so really pinch the scapulars together. We want to train here the back muscles. Now we fist with the hands and bring the arms up, used to pinching the scapulars together. And releasing the arms and the scapulars. And another time, a bit into the knees, hinge forward with a straight back, let the arms hang, and press the scapulars together, bring them down and press them together, so not up to the ears, but down, and bring them high up, or press them together. Now make fists with the hands, and bring the hands up, the arms up, and instead press the scapulars together, and release the arms and the scapulars. So the Amygdala is in the brain, and the brain is in the head of humans. The human brain has two halves, the left and the right cerebral hemisphere. According to this text, the brain is not one bunch or whatever it is, but it has two halves. So it's one and another half. And they are called left and right hemisphere, or here left and right cerebral hemisphere. The left and the right cerebral hemisphere, on the other side, left and right is cerebral hemisphere. The Amygdala is somewhere in the brain, and the brain has a left and a right cerebral hemisphere. The next exercise. Again, now we're standing with our legs wide apart. We are going a bit into the knees. We're hinging forward. We stand with a round back. We're letting the arms hang. Now we're turning the arms to the inside, and we're lifting the arms higher, and we're bringing them together. And we're straightening up, and we're bringing the shoulders down, back, and we're pinching them again together, while we're lifting the arms high up and together. So bring the arms high back up and together, and the shoulders down and together. With all with effort. So arms high up, together, shoulders down and together. And releasing all seam. Another round. Again with the knees, hinge forward, with a round leg, let the arms hang, then the arms to the inside. The arms high up to the inside while we are straightening up. And the shoulders down to the inside, the arms high up to the inside, shoulders down to the inside. The arms up to the inside, shoulders down to the inside. And we are releasing. The amygdala is in the human brain, and the human brain coexists or exists out of the left and the right cerebral hemisphere. It seems that in both halves of the brain is one amygdala. The exact words in the source are, so first understanding what it seems. An interesting phrase for text. It seems that in both halves of the brain is one amygdala. That indicates that this text has the feeling that there are two amygdalas in the human brain. Let's listen to what is explained, why. Seems the exact words in the source are, the amygdala is a paired nuclear complex present in the cerebral hemispheres of vertebrates. So first of vertebrates and invertebrates exists. And vertebrates are all types of animals with a spine. They have vertebrae. Vertebrates, types of animals which are vertebrates, have vertebrae in the spine. Humans have a spine consisting out of vertebrae stacked on top of each other. Other animals, like snails, don't have a spine. They don't have vertebrates. These are invertebrates. So vertebrates is the talk of here. Vertebrates. In the cerebral hemispheres, we already know that the human brain has two cerebral hemispheres of animals which have a spine. So, and there is a paired nuclear complex present. The amygdala is a paired nuclear complex present in the cerebral hemispheres of vertebrates. There's a lot of cell with very little things like hemisphere or hemispheres, so singular or plural, and a paired nuclear complex means now that they are two, or that they are just connected, or that they are lying left and right. Whatever it is, there's a lot very vaguely expressed. So we're just saying with there's one amygdala part here and one here. That's, I think, a good idea. The next exercise. Now we're lifting the arms up, and we're consciously thinking about opening the scapulars up to the sky. Now, if you feel pain by this exercise or any of the other ones, then don't do it. If this causes shoulder impingement pain, so if you feel pain when you do this exercise, you're making it worse. Don't do this exercise or any other if it causes pain. So, we're lifting the arms up while we're opening the scapulars up to the sky and down. So we're just thinking about the scapulars. Think about the scapulars, how we are moving, the scapulars opening up and making room free so the arms can open up to the sky. Because there are two main reasons for shoulder impingement. The first reason is that the scapula is too much in front, and if the arm wants to come up, it can't come up because the scapula is too much in front, blocks it. The second reason is that the muscles are not strong enough which are able to pull the scapula back. So for these exercises we are training the muscles which can pull the scapula down, and with this exercise we're trying to think a bit about how, if the muscles are trained, can now bring the scapula back and making room so that the arm can come higher. One last time before we go on with the next exercise. So consciously think about the scapulars where they're opening up, making room so that the arms can be lifted up. A similar exercise where your arms out to the side. And we think consciously about the scapulars that they're going now around of the ribcage. So the scapulars, as they should, are following the humerus, are following the arm, and are always giving a perfect socket for the arm. So think consciously of the scapulars that we're moving around of the ribcage, now back together. Last time in front and back. And we're directly going into the next exercise. Good stance. We are bringing the scapulars together, and we're making fists with the arms and straight arms. We're turning the arms to the inside while we're pressing the scapulars down together and opening the chest a bit to the sky. So turn the arms back under pressure. The scapulars down together and open it to the sky. And we're changing just the position of the arms. So the arms are turning out to the outside, and the scapulars are still going down together and a bit open to the sky. But all under pressure. And now we're switching. The arms are turning again in, scapulars stay down together and up. And last time changing, the arms to the outside, scapulars down together and up. And a sibling exercise. The arms out to the side, the fists a bit in front, turning the arms in front, scapulars down to the inside. And we're changing. The arms to the outside, scapulars up and in front. and with under pressure, but also the arms back with the arms in front. And changing the arms in front and the scapulars down together. And last time changing, the arms back, scapulars up and in front. And releasing. So, the amygdala is in the human brain. The human brain has a left and right several hemisphere, and however that actually is, in each of the two hemispheres of the human brain there's a part of the amygdala. The amygdala is part of something called Limbic System. No explanation, it is just called Limbic System, and the amygdala is part of it. Nice and easy, nothing explained, nothing really understood, but still easy and fast. The amygdala is part of something called Limbic System. The amygdala has a few subdivisions: Basolateral, Central, Cortical, Medial Nuclei, and Intercalated cell cluster. So the amygdala is not one thing, but it has several subdivisions. And they are mainly the Basolateral, the Central, the Cortical, the Medial Nuclei, and the Intercalated cell cluster. Okay, the next exercise, with shrug, we are bringing the arms again up. And now we are shrugging shoulders up and releasing it all again. And another time, up with the arms, and we are shrugging the scapulars up and releasing it all. And for last time, we're bringing the arms up, we shrug the shoulders up and releasing it all. And the next exercise, the pretzel curl, both arms together. We're going a bit down and to the outside, and we're just consciously observing and thinking the whole time about the movement of our scapulars. So just observe how the scapulars are working. If they're going to the outside, if they're following, now a bit to the outside, a bit to the front, and if they're going a bit back with the upper part of the body, and we're just observing how the scapulars move. And the last time, to the outside, and to the inside, and the last exercise. You can, if you don't have a sock, also use a tennis ball or something. We're having it with a straight arm to the outside, and we're letting it fall, and we're catching it again, and the whole thing we're trying to do with a straight arm. And moving something in front. And on the other side. And now we're done with all the exercises before first we're stretching. So one arm in the front, stretching it a bit. And that shoulder stays back, stretching a bit in the front. And now the other arm. The shoulder stays back and we're stretching in the front. And now we are done with shoulder impingement training. A bit over a minute time left, and we have two things left. First, what the amygdala does, and then to the word and discovery of it. It does, so the words are here. The amygdala has a few tasks. It does memorizing, deciding of things, and giving of emotional response. So it does memorizing, a list of what has to be bought, for example. It helps to decide things, whether we're saying that the dice will roll a 6 or 1, or it does response to emotions. And the example here is, for example, fear to thunder. So an emotional response of the amygdala, what it could do would be to cause fear if a thunder sounds. That is an example. And the last thing, Karl Friedrich Burdach had identified the amygdala in 1822, and he also named it after the almond fruit because it looked like it. In Latin, the almond has the name Amygdala, and in Latin it is Amygdala because in ancient Greek it is Amugdale. So in ancient Greek, the word for almond, the fruit, is Amugdale. So in Latin it was Amygdala, and in Latin it is Amygdala. So in Latin you can say Amygdala to that fruit, almond. And Karl Friedrich Burdach named that thing that he had found in the human brain Amygdala because it looked like an almond, and the almond is just in Latin Amygdala. And that was in 1822 that he did it. And the amygdala is in the human brain. The human brain has a left and right cerebral hemisphere, and it's a part of it is in both things or something. In both halves is a part of the amygdala. It does response to emotions, memorizing or deciding on things. I thank you very much, and until next time.